Test, test, test. All right. Welcome to the 2022 Men's Basketball Mixer, the final day, Sunday, November 6th of the 2022 Men's Basketball Mixer, hosted by the CCBC Dundalk Lions. This is Jimmy Flame. I'll be joined shortly by Lamont Germany on lead today. He's busy making PA announcements here live in Dundalk right now. If you're in the area, come on down to the Den and check out basketball all day long. Tip-off here in about just over a minute, it looks like. With the first game, we're going to see Pitt versus Cecil. Cecil's head coach is Ed Durham. Pitt led by head coach Derek Mullins. Tip-off coming up. We'll be right back. I'll be back with Lamont Germany shortly.
Good Sunday morning, one and all. Lamont Germany, that's me. Got Jimmy Flame by my side. A little Sunday hoop action for your Sunday brunch. We got CCBC Mixer Weekend in full effect. First couple of games, first couple of days, I should say, in the bank yesterday and Friday. And Sunday is underway with game one. Looks like, Jimmy, we got a full bank of basketball for fans today. I'm counting how many? 4, 5 games on the slate?
5 full games. There was 4 yesterday, 5 today, and I'm telling you, if you love basketball, this is the place to be.
Going to keep us busy here on this Sunday. And the first game of the day features the Cecil Seahawks taking on the Pitt Community College Bulldogs. Again, the first of 5 on this Sunday. Get things jump started as Luke Moore is going to be jumping center for Cecil against Avery Huggins to get this thing started for the Bulldogs of Pitt Community College. Again, the first of 5 as the opening tip is in the air. Let's ball, y'all. Basketball underway on this Sunday morning as the Bulldogs of Pitt Community College control the pill and operate in the half court. Philip Martin goes top shelf. That's where he spots Dyson Smith. Top of the key triple. Rims out, won't go. Rebound corralled by Cecil. Seahawks working in the half court. Their first touch of the morning. On the bounce with the right hand. Top of the key is Kevin Neal. Neal controls. He dribbles around the perimeter. Kevin picks up the pill. He'll feed the wing. Top of the key triple en route. Back rim. Off target. Won't go. Rebound. Pitt Bulldogs. Teams getting the opening game jitters out of their system. Looking to settle in here in the early going. Scoreless 1 minute in between the Bulldogs and the Seahawks.
Certainly a slower pace than yesterday. Both of these came out in their respective games yesterday, lightning fast, and it looks like they're being a little bit more intentional with their shot selections here early on.
In the half court, some trapping defense from the Seahawks. Looking for the turnover. Ball knocked out of bounds, but last touch by Cecil will stay on this end. Will be Pitt Bulldog basketball going to inbound just a minute into the contest. No score as Pitt Bulldogs going to have Philip Martin the trigger in the entry. Beneath his own bucket, they're going to put, looks like 2 seconds on the shot clock as the Bulldogs just have 2 seconds to get something up here as they will inbound beneath the basket. Looks like Cecil's going to pick up man-to-man in the half-court defense as Philip Martin set to trigger in the entry for Pitt with just 2 on the shot clock. Off the entry, low block, 1 second. There's the buzzer and no shot clock violation. Couldn't get it off, only had a couple of seconds, Jimmy. Couldn't do it, so we remain scoreless here in the opening minute.
Yeah, it looks like there was a slight bobble there that definitely impacted the timing of that shot anyway.
Kevin Neal going to walk it up. Still looking for the first points of the morning. Neal on the bounce left hand. Operates on the wing left side. Neal goes baseline with it. He'll kick it top of the key. Dribbling the paint in the lane. Baseline jumper. Wide open baseline deuce off target. Rebound corralled by the Bulldogs. Pitt comes back the other way. Pitt operates in the half court. Patrick McLaughlin runs the show. On the point with the pump with the left hand. He'll feed the wing right side. Dyson Smith. We get a whistle and going to get a hack. First foul of the ball game at the 18:25 mark. This one will work against the Seahawks. Non-shooting foul. Pitt Bulldogs will inbound in the half court.
Looks like Carrington was going to be off to the races there, so it's kind of a blessing for the Seahawks that play was stopped.
Picked up his team's first at Carrington in the half court. Philip Martin controls. He goes top of the key for Patrick McLaughlin. McLaughlin around the perimeter. Back to Philip Martin. Ball above head. He'll go top of the key with the pill for Avery Huggins. His 3 ball is sweet. Avery with the first bomb of the morning. His 3 gives Pitt the early 3-0 lead. On the other end, got a jump ball. Possession arrow will stay on this end. It'll be Seahawk basketball. Seahawks inbound, 24 to shoot, looking for their first points of the morning. They trail early 3-0. Entry, low block, turnaround jumper. The deuce goes down for Zach Carter. His first deuce of the day. Cecil's first deuce of the day. They're down 1. Pitt has the early 3-2 lead.
I think that's Zach Carter's first shot, even shot in the paint this whole weekend.
Got it to go down. Trying to get into his groove early on this Sunday morning. In the half court, Bulldogs go to work. Ball poked away, stolen. Left to right, Carrington. He'll feed Carter on the wing right side. Step back, triple on the way. Back rim, no good. Weak side rebound corralled by the Seahawks. Cecil resets the offense. Looking to grab an early lead here in the half court. Wide open baseline 3-ball, all bottom. 3-ball goes down. Seahawks now have a 5-3 lead. Vernon Simmons with the baseline triple. On the other end, 3-ball by Martin. Martin answers.
Right back at him. Both teams distributing the ball across the board early here.
3-ball corner pocket by Philip Martin. It's a 6-5 Bulldog lead. On the other end, Deuce drops for Cecil. Matthew Wallace with his first bucket of the ball game. Cecil now has the 7-6 lead. In half court, Bulldogs go to work. Patrick McLaughlin controls. He'll give it up to Philip Martin around the perimeter for Avery Huggins. 3-ball on the way. From the wing, right side, splash. Deshaun Smith with the 3. 9-7 lead for the Bulldogs. On the other end, a whistle. Going to get a hack beneath the rack. Looks like this one's going to work against Pitt. Looks like they're going to get Jeremiah McWilliams picking up his first. Team's first.
This extra early start, 11 a.m. It's early, man. I've just got up a little while ago, and it doesn't seem to be impacting either of these teams.
Going at it here in the early going. 9-7 lead for the Bulldogs, and Cecil an opportunity to do something about the slim deficit as Luke Moore at the free throw line can't make the first free throw. Luke got one more toss coming his way at the 16:27 mark of the opening half of play. Second toss by Luke, misses them both. 0 for 2 from the stripe. Rebound Pitt. Here come the Bulldogs. With a walk-up, Patrick McLaughlin. McLaughlin operates in the half court. He'll feed the wing. Philip Martin controls. Martin on the wing right side on the bounce with the right hand. Picks up the pill, goes up top. Avery Huggins. Huggins feeds the wing, right wing. Along the baseline, the kick back up to Martin. 8 on the shot clock. He'll give it up for McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the bounce right hand. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Down low, fadeaway baseline jumper. Won't go. Tip, no good. Rebound corralled by the Seahawks. Left to right, here comes Cecil. Transition triple. All bottom. Transition 3-ball by Dominique Carrington. His first triple of the morning. Cecil grabs the lead at 10-9. On the other end, we get a bump, we get a whistle. Gonna get a hack. As Pitt coming back quickly the other way, forcing the foul. This one works against Cecil. Will be the second team foul against the Seahawks. Going to put Pitt at the free throw line. Patrick McLaughlin will be shooting a pair for the Bulldogs.
The chat's wide open here on YouTube. We got some traffic going on here. Evan Clark says, let's go Seahawks. Nishan M says, ready. Keep in mind the chat is open. Jump on in. Who you following? Where you watching from? Who you rooting for? Get your shout-outs in as well. Halftime coming up. It's a ways away, 15:42 to go. But get those shout-outs in. We'll get you at halftime.
Got a lot of folks up early on this Sunday morning, Jimmy. Meanwhile, Patrick McLaughlin, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Pitt reclaims the lead at 11-10. On the other end, 3-ball on the wing right side. Partially blocked, rebound, Bulldogs. Pitt comes back into half court. They'll settle it down just a little bit at the 15:28 mark of the opening half. 11-10 lead in the basketball. Along the baseline. They go opposite skip, and we're going to get a player-controlled personal. Going to work against the Bulldogs. Going to work against Avery Huggins.
It was a beautiful pass out to Zach Carter. He was wide open.
First personal foul on Huggins. Second team foul on the Pitt Bulldogs. Pitt going to pick up with some soft man-to-man pressure. Cecil beats the pressure with the pass. Carrington to the cup, lays it off glass, rides rim and in.
Wasting zero time. Saw the opening and just went for it.
5 first-half points for Dominique Carrington. We get a timeout, stops play with 15:07 remaining in the opening half. A tight one, an aggressive one early on, Jimmy Flame. A 12-11 lead for the Seahawks.
Yeah, exactly. And despite it being tight and aggressive like that, I mean, both of these teams yesterday, like I said earlier, played lightning fast. And here, it seems like they're taking more time to really set up the shot, set up the plays. Very good ball handling on both sides. And this is just it's turning out to be a very competitive game, just like I thought they would be. Both Cecil losing to Bryant and Stratton yesterday, and Pitt actually beating Catonsville, but both contests were very competitive. But again, both teams kind of slowing it down here today and picking their shots more carefully.
Early timeout by the Bulldogs, coming with the 15:07 mark of the opening half of play. Tight one, Seahawks up 12-11, but Pitt has the basketball with a walk-up. Patrick McLaughlin operates in the half court, goes high block with the pass, turns it over. Ball stripped, ball stolen by Vernon Simmons. Back the other way come the Seahawks. To the cup, Carrington. High arcing shot won't go, but Simmons cleans up the mess. Vernon Simmons with the deuce. It's a 14-11 Seahawk lead. Other end, Pitt controls. McLaughlin between the circles. He'll feed the wing, right wing for Jaquan McQuay. Up top, Avery Huggins. Huggins top of the key. He'll feed the wing, Martin, open for the triple. Takes it, strokes it. 3-ball falls for Philip Martin, his second triple of the half. We're tied at 14-14. On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Operating along the baseline, 12-foot floater won't go. Rebound loose on the floor, corralled by the Seahawks. Another bite at the apple. A baseline three, also off target. This time rebound corralled by Pitt. Looking to run, Huggins to the cup, lays it up and in. Soft floater with the right hand. Goes down for Avery Huggins, his 5th point of the half. It's a 16-14 Bulldog lead. On the other end, here come the Seahawks. Ball poked away, a whistle. Gonna get a hack, a little touchy-feely reaching foul. Will work against the Bulldogs. Gonna get Patrick McLaughlin his first, team's third. Comes at the 13:55 mark here of the opening half.
Got a substitution here for Pitt. It looks like number 23.
Fresh bodies on the floor for the Bulldogs. Meanwhile, Seahawks inbound. Floater in the lane won't go, but gonna get a whistle, gonna get a hack. This is gonna work against Pitt. Think they're gonna get Jeremiah McWilliams for the personal. For Jeremiah, that's his second. Team's fourth. Going to put Kevin Neal at the free throw line. Neal looking to erase a 2-point deficit. Makes the first free throw. Does Kevin Neal. Got one more coming his way. His first point of the morning. 16-15. As Kevin Neal one more toss, opportunity to tie the game at the 13:49 mark opening half. Second toss, off target, won't go. Rebound fought for beneath the bucket, goes out of bounds. And looks like last touch by Cecil. It'll be Pitt possession. Bulldogs will inbound, look to work it back the other way. For the Bulldogs, Carl Roberts, fresh on the floor, going to trigger in the entry. Roberts almost throws it away. Ball poked away, but last touch by the Seahawks. Pitt going to maintain possession. A little sloppy pass that time by Pitt's Carl Roberts. He's going to inbound three-quarter court. Seahawks going to press up man-to-man full court. Off the inbound, Patrick McLaughlin will walk it up. McLaughlin operates in the half court. He's on the dribble with the right hand as he sets the Pitt offense. He'll swing it around the perimeter. Goes right wing with the rock for Carl Roberts. Roberts to Huggins. Avery for three. Side of the rim, won't go. Rebound corralled by the Seahawks. Left to right, here comes Cecil. On the move, almost throw it away. They do throw it away. A little bit of a hurry there, Jimmy. Had an opportunity, but over anxious, they turned the ball over.
Certainly, and Zach Carter was aiming for that corner. That's pretty much where we saw him take all of his shots yesterday and just couldn't get it to him.
Carl Roberts set the inbound. Again, the Seahawks going to push up defensively as Pitt will inbound with the 16-15 lead. Trapping defense by the Seahawks. In the half court, Carl Roberts controls. Roberts on the pump right hand. He'll go top shelf with the key for Jackson Oglesby. Jackson between the circles. He'll feed the wing, left wing, Xavier Atkinson. Atkinson around the perimeter. Feeds down low, all alone. Two-hand stuff. Jeremiah McWilliams.
And that's going to wake this crowd up a little bit. We got a little crowd here too, by the way, here at the Den in Dundalk. And nothing will get you on your feet like a dunk.
Indeed, and we've had quite the crowd throughout the course of the weekend. We got room for you though. If you're anywhere in the vicinity and you're hungry for some hoops, this is the place to be. CCBC Dundalk Mixer, day number 3. 13:02 remains. We are in the opening half of play. It's an 18-15 lead for the Bulldogs, and looks like we may have a technical foul assessed against the Pitt Bulldogs. And as a consequence, Cecil going to put Zach Carter at the free throw line to take the technical charity tosses. Takes, but can't make it. Got to take advantage of those, Jimmy.
Oh, for sure. 0 distractions, you know?
Yeah.
This is like practice right here, the practice shots.
Yeah, they're free. And go ahead and take advantage. He'll have another coming his way. Zach takes and makes 1 of 2 3-point first half for Zach Carter. 2-point lead for Pitt at 18-16. Clock reads 13:02 remains. We're in the opening half from CCBC Dundalk. Again, keep it where you have it. The first of 5 coming your way on this Sunday. Mixer Sunday from the CCBC Dundalk campus. The Lions of CCBC Dundalk will be the last game of the day. With a walk-up, here comes Cecil. In the half-court, Zach Carter controls. Feeds low block, turnaround, spot up. Side of the rim, off target. It won't go. Rebound corralled by Dyson Smith with the walk-up. Here come the Bulldogs. In the half-court, Jackson Oglesby controls. He'll feed the wing. Carl Roberts. Roberts goes baseline. Avery Huggins. His pull-up. Kiss off glass goes down. Avery Huggins with 7 first-half points. It's a 20-16 lead for Pitt. On the other end, a whistle, going to get a hack. Works beneath the rack. Going to work against Pitt. Stops the clock at the 12:27 mark. Looks like they're going to get Dyson Smith, his first, team's 5th. Going to put Cecil at the free throw line. Looking to chip away at a 4-point deficit. Cecil trails Pitt 20-16. Take and a make for Marion Lewis, his first point of the morning. Lewis will have one more. Seahawks climb to within 3.
Marion Lewis is a 6'5" sophomore from right down the road, Havre de Grace, Maryland. Went to Havre de Grace High School.
Missed the second, did Lewis. 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Rebound corralled by Avery Huggins with a walk-up. Here comes Pitt. In the half court, Carl Roberts controls. On the bounce left hand, Roberts will give it up. That's where we'll find Jackson Oglesby. We get a bump, a whistle, got to get a hack.
The Pitt bench was seeing something because they started yelling in the referee's direction. And then that happened. So maybe they saw something that was about to transpire or caught something. I'm just curious what they were yelling about over there.
Got a whistle and a foul on Kevin Neal, picking up his first of the half. Team's third. Non-shooting foul. Bulldogs inbound, go back to work, looking to increase their 3-point lead. It sits at 20-17. Another reach, another foul. Going to get Zach Carter for the personal. His first, team's 4th. Coming at the 12:04 mark. Meanwhile, Pitt Bulldog head coach Derek McWilliams subbing in. Fresh body on the floor for Pitt is Amir Ross. Bulldogs will inbound, almost turned it over. They do turn it over, but looks like we're going to get a reach and a whistle.
I'm still trying to adjust, get used to Pitt being in the white and blue uniforms because the Seahawks were actually wearing that color scheme yesterday. So I'm looking at it thinking, oh, that's Cecil. And I'm still, my brain is still saying Seahawks. So
it's early, Jimmy Flay.
And it's early as well. So
I just got out of bed 15 minutes ago.
There we go. Hey, we got this though.
Seahawks go to work in the half court. Down 3. Zach Carter controls. He's on the wing right side. On the bounce right hand. His fadeaway 15-footer. Sweet. Zach Carter knocks down the deuce. 5 first half points for Zach. We got a 1-point ball game. Pitt up 20-19 at the 11:43 mark. Opening half. On the low block, the kick up top. McLaughlin controls. Patrick McLaughlin will give it up on the wing left side for Xavier Atkinson. Atkinson to Carl Roberts, top of the key. 6 on the shot clock. Roberts goes high block for Huggins. Huggins, top of the key, 3. Lip of the rim, no good. Rebound corralled by Cecil. Back the other way come the Seahawks. Floater, left hand by Frank Toney goes down. Toney with his first deuce of the morning. Seahawks reclaim the lead at 21-20. With a walk-up, here comes Pitt. McLaughlin operates in the half court. Patrick to the cup. Wraparound land, no good. Put back a whistle. Going to get a backside hack. Stopping the clock at the 10:57 mark. Getting a little physical on the floor. A little bit,
yeah. I was just going to say there's a lot of hands on the ball down there. I was kind of waiting for the whistle, and it finally happened. Now we're going to get some freebies here.
Free throw line for Pitt. Going to be Amir Ross off the bench. Opportunity to get into the scoring column. Ross will have a couple of charity tosses coming his way. Amir takes and makes.
Tied it up.
Amir got one more toss. Looking to break the tie. Looking to give Pitt the lead back at the 10:57 mark. Opening half of play. Amir Ross, a perfect 2 for 2 from the free throw line. His first 2 points of the half. It's a 22-21 Pitt lead over Cecil. With a walk-up, Seahawks. Seahawks operating in the half court. Top of the key, Frank Tony lets fly to three. It runs out, won't go. Rebound Cecil. They reset. On the low block, layup by Tony, no good. Rebound corralled by McLaughlin. Patrick with the push. Operates in the half court. McLaughlin to the cup. Contact, a whistle, a hack. Beneath the hole, stops the clock at the 10:33 mark. Going to put Patrick McLaughlin at the free throw line.
That's about all the defense could do right there.
Yeah, McLaughlin aggressive.
You really don't mind. I mean, you don't want to give up fouls, frequently, but you really don't mind one like that when he's so close to the basket. It's almost guaranteed bucket down there.
McLaughlin will take and make the free throw. Patrick McLaughlin with 3 first-half points, all 3 of his points coming from the free throw line. Pitt up a deuce at 23-21. McLaughlin has one more toss coming his way. Slight knee bend. Toss number 2 is true. 2 for 2 from the free throw line for Patrick McLaughlin. The lead is 3 at 24-21. Pitt over Cecil. Spot up jumper. Back rim. No good. Rebound corralled by Amir Ross. With a walk-up is Dante Ellis. Ellis going to run the point off the bench for the Pitt Bulldogs. Ellis on the bounce, left hand, spin move in the lane. Ellis throws it away. I think he had a shot right there. He chose to give it up and end up turning it over. Sometimes you got to be selfish. Just go ahead and take the shot.
Yeah, once in a while it's okay. But he did have Amir Ross right there. It looked like Ross, maybe even Ross even thought he was going to shoot, right? Because he took a step back, and that's what created that hole for him to throw through. But yeah, he was open.
Errant pass turns it over. It'll be Cecil basketball. Seahawks 3-point deficit at 24-21. About halfway through the first half, 10-11 remains in the first half of the first game of the day on this Sunday, CCBC Dundalk Mixer. In the half court, Frank Tony. Tony will give it up. They work it around the perimeter. Top of the key, wide open 3. Brick off glass, no good. Rebound corralled by Pitt. Bulldogs looking to build their 3-point advantage. It's a 24-21. McLaughlin trapped in the half court. He dribbles around the trap, but threw it behind Dante Ellis. I think Ellis just took his eyes off the ball.
Yeah, it's
lost it out of bounds.
Kind of like being a football wide receiver. Take your eyes off the ball. I mean, that's what happens. It's no different here,
Yeah, he was looking to go, but you got to secure it first.
Exactly.
Turns it over. It will be Seahawk possession. Frank Tony going to run the point for the Hawks. Tony on the bounce, left hand. He'll hand off on the wing, left side. That's Seahawks. Look and see what they can do about this 3-point deficit. They turned it over. Pitt gets the steal. Back the other way, Dante Ellis. Ellis dribbles the paint, down the lane, to the cup, lays it up and in.
Wow.
Dante with his first deuce of the day. It's a 26-21 Pitt lead.
Philip Martin set that one up from the get-go with the steal, just being in the way.
And Dante Ellis with the finish on the other end. Seahawks. We get a travel. Yeah, little stutter step in the lane. Jordan Strickland. The whole gym saw you, Jordan.
I was just going to say half the crowd started doing the travel sign. I was like, okay, that's, when it's that obvious.
Strickland turns it over. It'll be Pitt possession. 5-point lead. They have the rock. We approach 9 minutes remaining in the opening half. And a half court, Dante Ellis. Dante throws it away. Frank Tony with the steal. Tony, coast to coast, lays it up. A little bump backside of foul. Gonna get Pitt. Gonna get Dyshawn Smith picking up the personal. That's 2. on Smith. 7th team foul on the Pitt Bulldogs. Going to send Frank Toney to the free throw line. Toney has 2 tosses coming his way at the 8:58 mark of the opening half.
We got some shout-outs here in the chat. Angela Jones says, let's go Bulldogs. Tiffany Griffin says, Seahawks, number 23. Glennis Mullen says, let's go Bulldogs. Angela Jones, again, proud big sister of number 14 Bulldogs. And Nathan Carter says, go Seahawks. So we got a good little mix of a crowd here in the chat as well as right here in the den.
Frank Toney, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 3 first half points for Toney. A pause in play as we have, we have a 26-22 lead for the Pitt Bulldogs. And again, a whole lot of basketball left. Let's see, what's the breakdown, Jimmy Flame?
So up next, with a 1 p.m. tentative tip-off, we got Community College of Philadelphia taking on our sister campus from the west side. The Catonsville Cardinals are coming back in here today. Bryant Stratton taking on the College of Southern Maryland. That's a game that I have circled. I'm expecting a lot of competition there. And then Baltimore City Community College comes back in. They played here on Friday night, and they beat Mount Zion pretty handily on Friday night. They take on Lackawanna. That is the match that I have circled. As we saw Lackawanna yesterday defeat the Dundalk Lions, Baltimore City Community College is a very well coached. They've got some really good players on their squad, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that one. And then tonight's main event, the Dundalk Lions take on Atlantis University. We haven't seen Atlantis University yet, but we're going to get our first look at them tonight.
Sounds like a very intriguing slate of hoops, all happening here on the CCBC Dundalk campus. This is the opener for Sunday, first game of the day. Pitt Community College Bulldogs against the Cecil College Seahawks, and with 8:58 remaining before intermission, 4-point lead for Pitt at 26-22. Off timeout. Bulldogs set to inbound. Some full court pressure. Looks like a little 1-2-2 zone press for the Seahawks defensively. Dante Ellis trying to beat the press. He finds Philip Martin, but Martin couldn't handle the pass. A little too tall for Philip. He loses it out of bounds. It'll be Seahawk possession.
Just a little too tall. The fans here in the front row catching that one.
So
you got to be awake, man. It's early. Don't let that ball hit you.
Seahawks inbound in the half court. Frank Toney going to run the point. Toney gets it across the timeline on the bounce with the right hand. Gets the screen. Toney around the screen, gives it up on the wing. Right wing. Dribble penetration in the lane. Layup left hand is good. Smooch off glass goes down for Vernon Simmons. He has 7 first half points. Seahawks down to deuce at 26-24.
A beautiful layup, I might add.
On the other end, a trapping defense by the Seahawks. McLaughlin through the trap. All alone beneath the bucket. Philip Martin. He kisses it off window. 8-point first half for Philip Martin. Pitt up 28-24.
No idea how he found Martin under there. He had most of the team right in front of him, but he found him.
On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Dribble penetration by Carrington. He'll lay it off glass. No good. Rebound Corral by Pitt. Back the other way comes Jeremy Daniel. 3-ball by Martin on the wing left side. Off target. Won't go. Ball poked out of bounds. Clock is stopped at the 7:50 mark. Here in the first half of play, get a whistle, going to get a foul, going to work against Pitt, going to get Jeremy Daniel for the personal. That's the first on Daniel, but the team is in the bonus, so the Seahawks going to be shooting. At stripe, Dominique Carrington. An opportunity to chip away at the deficit. Cecil down 4 at 28-24.
And Rivera steps in for the Cecil Seahawks. He's backcourt, but expect him to, if he plays anything like he did yesterday, he's going to put up a lot of three-pointers.
Dominique Carrington missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Rebound. Pitt. Bulldogs operate in the half court. On the wing right side, Jeremy Daniel. Up top, Patrick McLaughlin. Back to Daniel. On that wing. Daniel on the bounce, right hand, throws it away. Ball stolen left to right. Here come the Seahawks. On the run, down the lane, to the cup. Shot block. Rebound Seahawks, but they throw it away. Toss it out of bounds. Seahawks scoring opportunity. Opportunity to cut into the 4-point deficit, but they turn over the pill to be Pitt possession.
Nice block off the glass there. You got to love seeing the block off the glass.
Swat off glass by Avery Huggins. And Pitt as a consequence, they have the rock. Huggins controls half court, feeds to cutting Martin. Down low, a whistle and a travel. A little slight stutter step by Philip Martin right before he passed it. And I think there was a moment of indecision by Martin.
Yeah,
and this caused the travel. Yeah,
and this floor too it's a little bit. It's a lot slicker than a wood floor. We saw a lot of that yesterday.
Dominique Carrington with the walk up. Carrington operates in the half court. Picked up there by McLaughlin. Steps inside the arc. He'll kick it up top. Wide open triple. Got to make those. Whole gym is watching when you're that wide open.
Exactly.
Dropping the three ball is Darian Barrios Rivera. His first points of the half. Cuts the gap to 28-27. On the other end, McLaughlin loses the handle. Ball out of bounds. Last touch by the Seahawks. Pitt going to maintain possession. Pitt with the 1-point lead at 28-27. Philip Martin going to trigger in the entry. Martin looking for a teammate. Up top, spots Huggins. On the wing left side, Martin. Martin controls on the bounce with the right hand. He'll go opposite wing for McLaughlin. Back up top, Martin. Reversal to McLaughlin. McLaughlin on the pump with 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. To the cup. His floater. Rides rim, won't go. Rebound is brought down by Barrios Rivera. Back the other way come the Seahawks. Layup, left hand, Simmons. Kiss off glass by Vernon Simmons. He has 9 first half points. Seahawks reclaim the lead, Jimmy Flame, at 29-28. But on the other end, Pitt answers. Quickly on the other end, just like that. Mosley.
But that's how it works. As soon as you say someone takes the lead, someone else comes back and takes the other lead, right?
Doesn't take long.
It does not take long.
Barrios Rivera gives it up. Touch pass down low. Slam. Rides rim, won't go in. We're going to get a technical, looks like, beneath the bucket.
Oh, wow.
As hanging on the rim, going to get Vernon Simmons for hanging on the rim. Sometimes they allow you to hang if there's bodies beneath you.
Right.
It's a judgment call by the officials if they believe that the hanging wasn't justified. And looks like they're going to get Vernon Simmons for hang time. A little too much hang time.
There you go.
Hanging on the rim for Simmons. That does count as a personal foul on Vernon Simmons, his first. Going to put Philip Martin at the free throw line. Martin will take. Left-hander makes the free throw.
There were quite a few dunks yesterday that were up here. You know, me and Deacon Storm were up here wondering, like, are they gonna call him for hanging on the rim? Because there was a lot of that yesterday. So maybe they're just cracking down today. Oh, we'll see.
Making up for yesterday.
Making up for yesterday. I mean, we know that that's not how it works, but you know, you can only wonder.
Philip Martin 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Let's see, 6, 8, 10 points in the first half for Philip Martin. Increases the lead to 32-29 with 5:53 remaining. We're in the opening half. Here come the Bulldogs. McLaughlin to the cup, lays it up and in. Gets the bucket, draws the foul. The score and some more for Patrick McLaughlin.
I like that. The score and some more.
Yeah.
Can I borrow that one for the future?
Have it, man. Free of charge.
All right. The score and some more. I love that.
Philip Martin with an opportunity to increase the 5-point lead, sitting at 34-29. Martin takes. Martin makes the free throw. 7 first half points for Martin. On the other end, Dominique delivers from deep. Dominique Carrington strokes the 3 ball, his 8th point.
Wasting no time on that one.
Quick timeout. Stoppage comes at the 5:40 mark of this opening half. 35-32 Pitt lead over Cecil. Entertaining first game.
Oh my God, I'm awake now.
Yeah,
that's
man.
for sure.
My eyes are wide open.
Yeah, I wasn't sure what we were going to walk into at 11. For an 11 a.m. basketball game. I mean, yeah, it's like they play basketball at noon all the time, but I'm telling you, that hour, early start, that makes a difference. Not today though. Apparently, I mean, both of these teams came out ready to play. In the chat, we've got viewers from Pennsylvania.
That's what's up.
We got viewers from North Carolina. We got viewers from all over the place. We got Noodle saying, shout out to my little brother, Zach Carter. Nishan M, let's go Bulldogs. Shout out to number 4, Jaquan Mosley. Lori Zerb said, Seahawks watching from Pennsylvania, number 40. Yeah, get in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from and get your shout outs in.
Off timeout, going to be Pitt possession. Bulldogs going to inbound. Soft pressure by Cecil. Triggering in the entry, Philip Martin throws it away. Ball retrieved, however, by Pitt. Bulldogs operate in the half court. Martin on the bounce with a left hand. He'll go up top with the peel for Patrick McLaughlin. McLaughlin will feed the wing. Left wing, Jaquan Mosley. Mosley around the perimeter. Avery Huggins controls. Avery on the bounce with the right hand. Between the legs with the dribble. He'll go baseline. An open Martin. Takes the catch and shoot three. Knocks down the triple. Philip Martin, his third triple of the first half. The lead is a half a dozen at 38-32.
Philip Martin, the sophomore from Sanford, North Carolina. There's another three.
Dominique Carrington can't get it to go. Rebound Philip Martin. Here comes Pitt. Avery Huggins feeds down low. Layup right hand won't go, but Huggins cleans up the mess with the vicious right hand. Avery Huggins working on a 9-point first half. The lead is the biggest of the half. 8-point separation, Pitt over Cecil.
And Huggins telegraphed that. He came all the way from the three-point line, hustling in to get that one, and just woke this crowd right back up.
Spot up deuce, Marion Lewis. His first field goal of the half. Cuts the lead to a half a dozen. It's a 40-34 Pitt Bulldog lead. 4:22 remains. We are in the opening half. Travelin fell down with the basketball. Did Xavion Atkinson. Atkinson going to be called for the travel. Going to be Seahawk possession. Cecil will inbound at the 4:19 mark of the opening half. Trying to chip away at a 6-point deficit. Pitt up 40-34. A little moisture on the court. Warm for the first week in November.
Oh, yes. Yesterday we were wondering why we weren't playing this game outside. Why aren't we outside on the court out,
On the other end, alley-oop lob could not finish. Got the alley, couldn't get the oop. On the other end, the floater, two-hand stuff by Avery Huggins. Huggins rises and finalizes. The deuce goes down. It's an 8-point lead. On the other end, a whistle going to get a hack. This will work against Pitt. Going to get Xavion Atkinson. That's first on Atkinson.
Little bit of one-upsmanship there.
Just a little.
You're going to miss yours? Well, we're going to make ours.
Indeed. The high flyers from Pitt Bulldogs able to throw it down.
Evan Clark's in the chat. He says he's watching from the Netherlands.
Wow.
So that's definitely the farthest today.
We're international, man. If something comes in from Mars, man, let me know.
I will definitely let you know.
Vernon Simmons at the free throw line. Takes and makes the free throw. Got one more coming his way. He's in double figures. 10-point first half for Vernon Simmons. Cuts the gap to 7. Second toss. Takes it, makes it. Vernon Simmons, 2 for 2. From the free throw line. 42-36, Pitt Bulldogs up a half a dozen. In the half court, Avery Huggins. Huggins on the bounce left hand. He'll give it up. Patrick McLaughlin. McLaughlin between the circles. Feeds the wing, the right wing. Carl Roberts. Roberts loses the handle. Ball stolen. Zach Carter looking for an outlet. Carter ahead as Cecil looking to chip away at the lead. An open three from the wing.
Wow.
Oh, bottom. 3-ball falls for Vernon Simmons. 13-point first half. Cuts the lead to 42-39.
And that was an NBA distance.
Huggins with the kiss off glass. Good footwork. Used his body. Used the glass. Huggins finishes with the deuce. The lead is 5 at 44-39. On the other end, Cecil. Cecil operates in the half court. Kevin Neal controls. He'll give it up. Top of the key. 3. Marion Lewis drains the triple from the top of the circle. Cuts the gap to 2 at 44-42. Other end, McLaughlin. We got to get a whistle offensive foul. Maybe slightly out of control was McLaughlin. Patrick McLaughlin picks up the player control. That'll be 2 on McLaughlin. Comes with 2:43 remaining. We're in the opening half. It's Pitt. It's Cecil. It's Pitt Bulldogs up just a deuce at 44-42. Cecil down 8 just a few minutes ago. Has shaved it to just 2. They can erase the lead entirely this trip down the floor. As again, this has been an entertaining affair to get things started.
Oh, for sure. With this much action happening like before noon, before 11:45, right? And we still got 4 more games to go after this one.
A lot of hoop happening here in Dundalk on a Sunday. Third day of the CCBC Mixer. Got things jump-started Friday night.
Yep.
Eased on into Saturday with a slate of 4 games, and we got a 5-pack for you today on Sunday. With a walk-up, here comes Cecil. Seahawks operate in half court. Kevin Neal controls. Neal left of the lane, gives it up. Zach Carter open for 3. Back rim, won't go in. Rebound, corralled by the Seahawks. Put back, no good. Another bite at the apple for the Seahawks.
Wow.
Blocked down low by Avery Higgins. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Pitt. It'll be Seahawk basketball. 6 to shoot. Or actually, they're going to give them 20 on the shot clock. 20 to shoot, 2:19 remaining first half. Zach Carter to trigger in the entry for the Seahawks. Spots Kevin Neal. Neal, top of the key. Goes crossover. In the lane. Lays it up and in. Double clutch by Kevin Neal.
Nice move there.
Neal drops the deuce, his 3rd point of the half. They get the steal on the other end. Here comes Cecil. Spot up jumper. Kevin Neal misfired. Front rim, no good. Rebound, loose on the floor. Corralled by Huggins. On the other end, alley-oop lob and couldn't connect, but the layup missed. Down low along the baseline. They almost turned it over. They do turn it over. Ball loose, and we get a kickball. Kickball will stop the clock with 1:43 remaining. And what is a tie game, Jimmy Flame? We are brand new at 44-44.
Oh, yeah, you got to love it. Thought they were going to have a little rugby scrum down there for a second.
Inbounding in the half court, Jaquan Mosley. Mosley off the entry, spots Carl Roberts. Roberts on the pump between the legs. 10 on the shot clock. On the wing, right side, Mosley controls back to Roberts. 5 to shoot. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Somebody got to shoot. 3 ball on the way. Ooh. Side of the rim won't go.
It would have counted.
Indeed. Low off target. Seahawks rebound, looking to break the 44-44 tie, looking for the lead. In the lane, layup, Simmons, no good, gets his own. Put back block by Huggins, back the other way. Comes Pitt. Down low, 2-hand throw down. Avery Huggins knocks down another deuce. Pitt reclaims the lead at 46-44. Avery Huggins has been an active Bulldog in the first half.
I think we got a new long-distance record here. We've got a viewer from Saudi Arabia in the chat.
Wow. We're going all the way around the globe.
Exactly. So we'll have to check the mileage on that one, see which is further, the Netherlands or Saudi Arabia.
Well, this is waking people up all around the world.
There you go. Well, it's, of course, different time zone. I should look up to see what time zone they're in. But, yeah, I mean, it's early here. I mean, it might not be so early there, right?
But they are tuned in, and they're getting a good one.
Yes, and that's what matters. They're tuned in. So keep the chat alive. We got a halftime coming up here shortly, so make sure you get your halftime shout-outs in, and we'll get to those. And for now, we're in a timeout and a tight one.
Yeah, Pitt got a little separation. They got about an 8-point separation, but Cecil counterpunched. They came right back. This has all the signs, Jimmy Flame, of being one of those down to the last possession.
That's exactly what I'm expecting. I'm expecting that from all these games today, actually, quite frankly. Like looking at this lineup that we have, with Philadelphia and Catonsville coming up after this one, and then Bryant and Stratton taking on College of Southern Maryland later. Baltimore City Community College coming back in here tonight, 5 p.m. tip-off, and then the main event with, the host Dundalk Lions taking on Atlantis University. That's the only game I'm looking at on here where I don't really have a prediction because I've never seen Atlantis play before, but I expect all of these to be tight. We're early. This is the beginning of the season, right? Everybody wants to get off to a good start.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and everyone's coming out here. Like, it's just been fantastic basketball since Friday.
I just like Atlanta's nickname, the Atlanteans.
The Atlanteans. I love it, yeah.
Off timeout, minute remaining in the half. Kevin Neal down the lane. He'll throw it away. Ball stripped, ball stolen. Here come the Pitt Bulldogs. All the way to the rack. Layup, left hand. Goes down. Xavier Atkinson.
The score and some more.
There you go. His first bucket
Bam.
of the half. Atkinson at the free throw line. Looks to complete the three-point play as Pitt now up 4 at 48-44.
I didn't know I was going to be gifted such a cool saying today.
You can have it, man.
This is all I got it written down, man. It's mine now.
Okay, there you go. There you go. unable to make the free throw as Atkinson cannot complete the three-point play. Lead remains 4 for the Bulldogs at 48-44. We got 44 seconds remaining. We're in the opening half. Kevin Neal, baseline right, floater, right hand by Neal. Back rim, no good. Rebound, outlet, Atkinson. Ball stripped and stolen by Frank Tony. Ahead to Zach Carter. Carter operates in the half court. Carter spots up for the triple. That's an air ball. Rebound corralled by the Pitt Bulldogs. 24 seconds remaining in the half. Avery, right hand hammer by Avery Huggins. A sweet 16 in the first half.
Wow, and the form on that dunk, his body was just stretched about as far as you could possibly do it.
Maybe the last possession of the half. Neal controls 3 seconds, 2 seconds. A reach, a whistle. Boy, you didn't want that foul if you're Pitt. But they're going to whistle Deshaun Woods for the personal. Picks up his first with only 1.5 remaining in the opening half.
Did they call that a 3? Or this is just a...
Going to be shooting 2, but you
gotcha.
You wanted them to earn it from the field. You
Yeah.
didn't want to put him at the free throw line.
Very true.
If you're Pitt. But Frank Neal will be at the free throw line. Or Kevin Neal, I should say, shooting 2 for the Seahawks. Kevin takes, can't make the free throw. Got one more coming his way. Kevin Neal, 3-point first half. Second toss, a take and a make for Kevin Neal. Cuts the gap to 5. That's the buzzer. That's a very entertaining first half, Jimmy Flame.
Hey, they're on pace to get a hundo here, so just 5 points separating the two heading into the half, 50-45, and I'm awake now, like for real. I'm awake.
we got athletes on this floor on both teams, and I'm expecting a high-flying second half to match the first half. But indeed, we go to the locker room at intermission. Your score, Pitt Community College Bulldogs 50, Cecil College Seahawks 45. This is CCBC Dundalk Mixer Basketball.
And don't forget to get your shout-outs in the chat. Get them in there, because when we come back in about 10 minutes, we're going to be doing shout-outs before the second half. Get them in there. All right, we're just about back for the 2022 men's basketball mixer. Game 1 today. You're watching Pitt versus Cecil in a tight one. Just 5 points separate the two. And what's been a very spirited first half. Expect to see more of the same in the second. Let's get to the chat for the shout-outs. See how far back I got to go. There's a lot of activity here since I last checked right before the half. Booyah, I love the hustle. Zach Carter says Chase. Angela Jones, let's go Bulldogs. George Mosley, let's go baby boys. Jaquan Mosley, number 4 Pitt. Charlie says, Angela, this is a Seahawks chat. I'll interject with that a little bit, but it's also a Bulldogs chat. It's a basketball chat, so come on in.
Exactly. We invite you to the party. It's a day-long party, by the way. We're going to be doing this throughout the course of this day. 5 games on the slate, and this is just game number 1.
And then we got Vernon Simmons. I'm your number 1 fan. I believe this is the Vernon Simmons from yesterday. Vernon Simmons Jr. is playing in the tournament today. And this is Vernon Simmons Jr.'s dad in the chat.
Oh, okay, yeah. He got 14 first-half points, so he's been active. Yeah,
exactly. So you can be proud of that. And then what's the mixer? Someone asked, what's the mixer? So the mixer is an invitation style, 3-day-long just basketball. It's not a tournament. It's not a round robin or anything like that. But it's just matchups to kind of start kick off the season, a combination of Region 20 Maryland JUCO teams and invitees, teams who have been here frequently, who know each other. Just kind of like almost like a reunion of sorts, especially for coaches, where a lot of teams just come in and we just play basketball all weekend long to kick off the season. And then Stacy Williams says, "Let's go Bulldogs!" And Evan Clark. Got to pat ourselves on the back a little bit because Evan Clark says, "You guys are great announcers," and we're ready to get started here in the second half. This is Jimmy Flame in Lamont, Germany.
Tag team partners on a Sunday, keeping you company. We appreciate you guys sticking by our side. We got second half of hoop coming your way. As we begin the second half, a 50-45 lead for the Bulldogs of Pitt Community College over the Cecil College Seahawks. First touch of the second half going to belong to Pitt as they get a chance to build their 5-point cushion. On a bounce to begin the second half for Pitt, McLaughlin. He'll feed the wing right side, Dashawn Smith. Up top, Philip Martin. Back to Smith on the wing right side. Smith, one bounce, he'll go top shelf. Philip Martin, dribble penetration left of the lane. He'll go baseline with it. He'll find up top his running mate, Patrick McLaughlin, 6 to shoot. McLaughlin, baseline, floater, right hand, off window. No good. Rebound, put back goes down. Opening deuce of the half, courtesy of Jeremiah McWilliams. Increases the lead to 52-45. On the other end, Seahawks control. Kevin Neal on the bounce. He'll go around the perimeter. Vernon Simmons, right wing. Carrington, spin move, baseline, fadeaway jumper. Won't go. Rebound corralled by Avery Huggins. Back the other way. Come the Bulldogs. Operating in the half court, Philip Martin. Martin cross-court skip, Patrick McLaughlin. He'll go baseline with the rock. That's where he spots Smith. Top of the key. 3 from Martin. That's off target. Won't go. Rebound corralled by the Hawks. Cecil comes back on the other end. In the half court, Simmons. Down the lane, we get a bump, a whistle. Gonna get a hack.
Simmons seeing that opening, I mean, his eyes got really big there, and he went for it, but just couldn't hold on to the pill.
Gonna get Avery Huggins, his second team's first. Comes early here in the second half. 52-45 lead for Pitt. Cecil, however, at the free throw line to take and a miss. Vernon Simmons will have one more. Active first half, as mentioned, 14 first half points for Simmons to lead the way for Cecil. He'll have one more toss coming his way. As Cecil been behind most of the game, but they kept it close and competitive. Second free throw by Simmons is good. 1 of 2 from the stripe. He has 15 points on this Sunday. 52-46 is the Pitt Bulldog lead. In the half court, McLaughlin. He'll give it up on the wing, left side, Huggins. Avery around the perimeter, back to McLaughlin. On the low block, ball turned over. Stolen.
Nice hustle.
With the swipe, here comes Cecil. In the half court, Simmons. Vernon baseline, pull-up baseline jumper, sweet, knocks down the deuce.
And that's how you create a shot right there, doing exactly what he just did.
17-point Sunday for Simmons. Cuts the gap to 4 at 52-48. On the other end, Pitt goes to work. Bounce pass to Martin. Another poke away, another turnover. Cecil coming back the other way. Kevin Neal going to walk it up. He operates in the half court, trying to chip away at the 4-point deficit. Neal goes up top. Simmons around the perimeter for Dominique Carrington. Zach Carter. He'll feed down low.
Oh.
Simmons' dunk is blocked, but a whistle. Gonna get a hack. Gonna get Jeremiah McWilliams for the personal. Second team foul. Second on McWilliams. Gonna send Vernon Simmons to the free throw line, shooting a pair for the Seahawks. So the Seahawks try to make a little hay from the charity stripe here early in the second half of play. Simmons takes but can't make the free throw. He'll have one more toss coming. 17:55 remaining in the ball game. Meanwhile, McWilliams has to come out of the ball game with those 2 fouls. He's replaced by Xavion Atkinson in the Pitt Bulldog lineup. Second free throw, a miss.
Atkinson, a 6'2" sophomore from Goldsboro, North Carolina, went to Goldsboro High School.
Seahawks going to maintain possession off the missed free throw. Last touch by Pitt before going out of bounds. Dominique Carrington going to trigger in the entry. Carrington along the baseline finds Zach Carter to kick to Simmons. Vernon on the bounce, right hand. Steps inside the arc. He'll give it up to Carter. Wide open 3 for Carrington.
Oh!
Carrington connects. Dominique delivers from deep. 11 points on this Sunday. On the other end, a bucket and a bruise as Pitt Bulldogs don't waste time. Xavion Atkinson just on the floor, takes it to the hole, gets the bucket, draws the foul on his way to the free throw line.
It seems like every time the Seahawks start getting a little bit closer, there's some sort of fast break by Pitt, and they just answer quickly.
They've had answers all game long as Atkinson completes the three-point play. He has 5 points on this Sunday. The lead is 4. 55-51 Pitt over Cecil. Down the lane, spot-up jumper, front rim. Will not go in for Luke Moore. Rebound corralled and turned over by the Bulldogs. Cecil retrieves. Simmons in the half court, attacks to the rack, lays it up, won't go. Weak side putback by Luke Moore goes down. First bucket of the ball game for Luke Moore, cuts the lead to 55-53. Other in Pitt, but stepping on the baseline was Philip Martin. He'll turn it over. It'll be Cecil basketball.
Yeah, that baseline here is tricky. You see there's a blue stripe around it, but it's actually the black inlay that's out of bounds. And if you're not familiar with playing here,
you can lose where you are.
You can lose where you are. I see it happen here all the time, and I'm pretty sure that's exactly what just happened there.
Kevin Neal with the walk up. Gets it across the timeline, operates in the half court. Feeds the wing. Zach Carter controls. Carter, entry pass. Simmons all alone beneath the bucket. Simmons with the kiss off window. Simmons with 19 points. We're tied at 55-55. Down low, low block. Right hand lay-in is good by Smith. Dyshawn Smith with the deuce. Pitt reclaims the lead at 57-55. Other end, Kevin Neal open for 3. Passes on the 3. He'll kick it out on the wing, right wing. Simmons up top, Carter. Leaves it for Carrington. Dominique to the rack, lays it up, rattles in for Dominique Carrington. 13-point Sunday for Dominique. We're tied at 57 on the other end. McLaughlin controls. McLaughlin on the bounce with the right hand. Patrick has it between the circles. He'll feed Philip Martin. Back to McLaughlin. On the wing, left side, Xavion Atkinson. Atkinson, top shelf. Avery Huggins. Huggins with 8 to shoot. Feeds the paint. Down low, spin move in the lane. On the low block, wraparound layup is good. Deuce drop for Atkinson. Pitt reclaims the lead at 59-57. Other end, Vernon Simmons spots up inside the arc. His jumper off target. Rebound corralled by the Bulldogs. Here comes Pitt. Left to right, McLaughlin on the move. Down the lane to the cup. Left-hand runner. Won't go, but a whistle. Gonna get a hack beneath the hole at the 15:38 mark. This will work against Dominique Carrington, his second.
Well, he definitely gets an A for effort on that drive. I mean, it looked like he made up his mind at about half court and he was just going to take it all the way.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't get the bucket, but earned a trip to the stripe. McLaughlin will have 2 freebies coming up. Takes and makes the first free throw. 8-point afternoon for Philip McLaughlin. Increases the lead to 60-57.
Got some new players coming out to the court.
Jeremiah McWilliams back on the floor. As is Amir Ross on the hardwood for the Pitt Bulldogs. One more free throw. McLaughlin, he'll take it and make it. Patrick McLaughlin, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. 61-57. That's the Pitt Bulldog lead. Dominique Carrington with the spot up inside the arc, won't go. Philip Martin with the rebound, left to right. Here comes Pitt in the half court. Bulldogs control. Martin between the circles. He'll give it up for McLaughlin. McLaughlin back to Martin on the opposite wing. On the bounce left hand. Spin move. Goes baseline. Throws up the runner. Off window. No good. A brick boarded by the Seahawks. A bump. A whistle. Going to get a foul. Going to get Patrick McLaughlin of Pitt for the personal. That is 3 on Patrick McLaughlin.
We got a player down.
Yeah, is that Zach? Is that Zach Carter on his back? Baseline got a Seahawk down, and Carter's slow to get up. Appears to be just a little shaky. I think he's going to come out of the ball game, but hopefully Zach will be okay and able to return.
Looks like Rivera is going to step in for him.
Darian Barris Rivera replaces Zach Carter in that Seahawk lineup. Seahawks with possession, little work to do. They're down 4, 61-57. Clock says 15-10 remaining second half of play.
And I'm thinking, I was going to say this earlier, but we have a game to call here. I was going to say that Rivera, the fortunes of the Seahawks moving forward are going to rely on how Rivera performs off the bench. They're going to need a couple of those 3-pointers from him, I believe, to keep this one close. Or more layups like that, right?
Kevin Neal with the finish. Right hand off window. Cuts the gap to a deuce. 61-59 is the Pitt Bulldog lead. In the half court, Pitt goes to work. Atkinson will give it up. Ball stolen. Seahawks get the steal. Cecil going to come back the other way. Frank Toney controls. Ball poked away, but Toney retrieves. Toney operates right of the lane. No look, low block. Land misses the bunny. Didn't go down. Missed the bunny. And as a consequence, Jordan Strickland walks away disappointed. On the other end, Philip Martin controls. Martin on the bounce left hand. Ball almost poked away, but Martin maintains possession. Philip will give it up, gets it back. He'll go top shelf with the rock. Jackson Oglesby around the perimeter for Xavion Atkinson. Back to Martin between the circles. 5 on the shot clock. Martin got to go to work. 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot, 1 to shoot. Martin for 3. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Oglesby. Oglesby will feed opposite block. They'll kick it up top. Reset the offense with 13:56 remaining in the ball game. Spot up, Oglesby knocks down the deuce. Jackson Oglesby with his first bucket of the ball game. The lead is 4. Pitt up 63-59. On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Top shelf, Kevin Neal pumps the pill left hand. Neal operates between the circles. Dribbles inside the arc, goes baseline. Frank Toney, step back, 3 ball, air ball. Rebound Seahawks, put back. Strickland won't go, but a whistle. Going to get a hack beneath the hole. Going to get Jeremiah McWilliams.
I'm surprised they went to that end of the court. Rivera was fairly wide open down here on this side. And we're going to the stripe anyway.
Yeah, Jordan Strickland will be at the free throw line. He'll be shooting 2 for Cecil. Coming at the 13:25 mark. That's what's left here in the second half. 4-point lead for Pitt. Cecil can do something about that lead from the free throw line. Jordan Strickland makes the first free throw. Strickland has another. Meanwhile, leaving the ball game is Jeremiah McWilliams and some foul difficulty with 3 replaced by Avery Huggins back on the floor for Pitt. Second toss. A take and a make for Jordan Strickland. Able to hit the free throws, cuts the lead to 2. 63-61. That's the Pitt Bulldog lead. In the half court, Jackson Oglesby picks up the dribble. He'll go up top with the rock for Xavion Atkinson. He'll find Huggins. Huggins will give it up Oglesby. Oglesby feeds the wing. Philip Martin on the bounce left hand. Martin goes cross-court skip. Oglesby open for 3. Rattles out, won't go. Rebound, Jordan Strickland. Here comes Cecil. Cross court, skip pass to Neal. Kevin Neal controls in the half court. He'll feed left of the lane. Jordan Strickland fade away, 10 feet away. Back rim, can't put it away. Rebound, fought for underneath. A reach, a whistle. Gonna get a hack. This one's gonna work against Cecil. Gonna get your guy, Darian Barrios Rivera, off the bench with his first personal foul. Be team foul number 3 on Cecil. With a walk-up, here comes Jackson Oglesby. He operates in the half court. Oglesby with the dribble left hand. Goes cross-court, skip for Atkinson. We get a bump, a whistle, going to get a hack. This one's going to work against Kevin Neal of Cecil. Picks up his 3rd, team's 4th.
Getting just a little bit chippy out there.
Yes,
last
indeed.
couple exchanges, yeah.
Getting a little bit more physical than they were in the first half. Pitt going to inbound. 22 to shoot, 12:37 remaining in the ball game. 2-point lead for the Bulldogs at 63-61 off the entry. Ball poked away and stolen by the Seahawks. Here comes Cecil in the half court.
Nice.
And we get a travel on Jordan Strickland. Lost his footing, was trying to find a teammate, but he slid on the floor before he could get the pass away. That's a turnover. It'll be Pitt possession.
So I did want to point out, it was all jersey on the floor, so he's definitely going to slide. There's no skin there to stop it.
Exactly. Pitt Bulldogs will inbound. The lead is just a deuce at 63-61. They've had the lead almost the entire game. Cecil keeps coming at them, looking to get over the hump and stay there. But it's been a close one for the most part throughout.
You get the feeling, though, that if Cecil were to somehow take the lead, that they wouldn't be giving it up. It just feels like that kind of game.
It's been a fight all game long. We get a bump off the inbound. This one's going to work against Frank Toney of Cecil. Picks up his first, team's 5th, coming at the 12:31 mark. Second half of play. Philip Martin will inbound. And Frank Toney being very aggressive in guarding Jackson Oglesby. Oglesby gets it back court. Jackson with the walk-up. Operates in the half court. He'll run the point for Pitt. High block for Avery Huggins. Huggins ball above head. He'll swing it on the wing. On the wing right side for Jaquan Mosley. Goes baseline with the pill for Oglesby. Oglesby on the bounce between the legs. 10 on the shot clock. Loses the handle. Looks to retrieve.
Oh.
Ball out of bounds. Pitt turns it over. It'll be Seahawks possession. That turnover gives Cecil an opportunity to tie the ball game. They're down the deuce at 63-61. Frank Neal with the walk-up. Neal gets it across the timeline. Frank pumps the pill left hand. He'll hand off on the wing. Frank Toney. Toney steps inside the arc. He'll kick it to Neal. Neal throws it away. Ball retrieved, however, by the Seahawks. Around the perimeter for Barrios Rivera. He'll leave it baseline for Neal. 8 on the shot clock. Toney controls. Frank Toney in the lane. The kick to an open Neal. Step back baseline triple.
Oh, no.
Air ball. Shot clock expires. That's going to be a Cecil turnover. It's going to be Pitt basketball.
Smothering defense by Pitt there. Cecil just could not find an opening. One was finally created, but the errant shot doesn't reset the shot clock, and then it's going the other way.
Yeah, Pitt just didn't want to give up that lead. They're up a deuce. They have the rock. Oglesby operates in the half court. Feeds Philip Martin. Martin around the screen. He'll give it up to Mosley. Jackson Oglesby controls. Along the baseline, he'll get it back. Thought about the three. Steps inside the arc. Martin with the pull-up. 10-footer. Back rim, no good. Put back off target. Will not fall for Smith. Gets his own.
Ooh.
Another put back, another block. Rebound. Here comes Cecil. They can tie, maybe take the lead. Frank Toney loses the handle. Ball retrieved, stripped, stolen by Avery Huggins. He'll turn it over. Getting a little sloppy here.
Just a little bit, yeah.
With 10:55 remaining in the ball game.
You have to tighten it up, but it's kind of what happens in these tight games. People, you play a little bit tighter, become more susceptible to mistakes, and there's Rivera for a three. Oh.
Side of the rim, no good. Rebound, Smith with the walk-up. Here comes Pitt. They're up 2. They turn it over. Little over-anxious, a little sloppy, and as a consequence, turnover. It'll be Cecil possession. Seahawks going to inbound another opportunity at a tie or maybe the lead. It's the third trips down the floor with that opportunity. Let's see if they can have anything that doesn't resemble an empty trip. They've had 3 consecutive empty trips. Here comes Kevin Neal. In the half court, feed Simmons. Up top, Jordan Strickland.
Oh.
Strickland has the ball stripped and stolen. Jump ball. Alternate arrow will keep it on this end. We'll stay this side of the floor with 10:25 remaining in the ball game. Cecil down a deuce. Cecil with the basketball. Kevin Neal is going to trigger in the entry. Neal off the entry. Cecil working their half-court offense. Pull-up jumper. Sweet. Marion Lewis knocks down his 8th point of this Sunday. We are brand new. We are tied at 63-63. On the other end, Philip Martin controls. Martin on the bounce with the right hand. Trapping defense by the Seahawks. Ball poked out of bounds. Last touch by Cecil. It'll be Pitt basketball.
Jordan Strickland pleading with the referee a little bit there, claiming he was not the last person to touch the ball, but
referees disagree. Meanwhile, down low, Dante Ellis lays it up and in. Bucket in the bruise. Dante Ellis earns a trip to the free throw line. He'll look to complete the three-point play.
And just like that, Pitt right back to the style of basketball that they've been doing all day long, notwithstanding the last few minutes where we saw all those mistakes, but that's how you wake up your team. Get right back to what you were doing, go in there for a hard play, and then get that extra point opportunity.
That foul was on Kevin Neal. That's his 4th. I think Neal may come. No, he's going to stay in the game. As with 10:02 remaining in the game, Dante Ellis could not complete the three-point play. Back rims it, no good. 2-point lead for Pitt at 65-63 with 9:50 remaining in the contest. In the half court, Vernon Simmons controls. He'll leave it on the wing, Marion Lewis. Lewis entry pass, Jordan Strickland. Strickland, top of the circle, backs in, free throw line, 15-footer, brick. Rebound, Dyshawn Smith with the walk-up, Dante Ellis. Ellis operates in the half court, behind the back with the dribble. Ellis left of the lane. Ellis has it poked away. It's retrieved down low, layup blocked. Rebound, pulled down by the Seahawks. They turn it over. Dante Ellis with the steal. Dante in the lane, feeds down low. Smith lays it up, won't go, but a whistle, a hack beneath the hole. Believe they're going to get Marion Lewis for the foul.
Yeah, that pump drew the foul.
Put Dyshawn Smith at the free throw line. Opportunity to extend the 65-63 Pitt Bulldog lead. Dyshawn makes the free throw. 5-point ball game. Got a timeout in between free throws. Got 9:19 remaining in this one. It's been intense. It's been exciting. And for the most part, it's been close. Been quite the contest, Jimmy Flame, as we get this timeout here with a 3-point lead for Pitt.
Yeah, it's a great way to start today's day 3 of the Mixer. Coming up after this, we got Philadelphia versus CCBC Catonsville, followed by Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. And then Baltimore City Community College comes in to take on Lackawanna in the game that I've got circled here. And then tonight's main event, the host CCBC Dundalk Lions take on Atlantis University. All of that coming. Like we got a game here, but we got more action for you all day long. And if you're in the area, come on down to the Den. Come in. There's plenty of seating available. As we're, this is the first season in a while that we've invited fans into the building, like right from the get-go. So it's awesome having fans back in the building. It's definitely a different atmosphere in here with people cheering and the loudness and just the energy that fans can bring to a basketball game. We got plenty more of that. We got 4 more after this, in this this tight 3-point game.
Basketball environment, no doubt. Good basketball game, without a doubt. Pitt Community College, the Bulldogs, 66. Cecil College, the Seahawks, 63. Off timeout on the floor for Pitt, Jaquan Mosley, Avery Huggins, Dante Ellis, Philip Martin, Dyshawn Smith. Seahawks off timeout, back on the floor, and off that timeout, at the free throw line will be Daishan. Daishan will have one more free throw coming his way. Looking to extend the three-point lead. Deep knee bend. Daishan makes the free throw. Able to hit the free throws. Daishan Woods extends the lead to 67-63, 9-15. That's what's left here in the second half. Vernon Simmons controls in the half court. He'll feed Barrios Rivera his three. Front rim, no good. Off the rebound. Somebody's over the back. We get a whistle and going to get a foul. Actually, ball over the backboard, so no foul, but will be Pitt Bulldog basketball.
Yeah, I think the ball actually hit that cord that hangs down right there under the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. If it touches that cord, it's out of bounds.
So Pitt has the rock. Ellis feeds down low. Huggins lays it up and in. Avery drops the deuce. 18-point ball game. Second half deuce for Avery. Extends the lead to 6 on the other end. Seahawks control. Open to Simmons. Baseline triple. Knocks down the 3-ball. Vernon Simmons delivers from deep. Cuts the gap to 3 at 69-66. 22-point ball game for Simmons. Other end, Dante Ellis. Ellis goes baseline. Philip Martin steps inside the arc. Pulls up for the jumper. Rattles home for Philip Martin.
That's a shooter's bounce right there.
15-point Sunday for Martin. On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Kevin Neal controls. Neal down the lane. Floater right hand. Kevin Neal drops the teardrop. His deuce falls. Cuts the gap to 71-68. 3-point lead for Pitt. Other end Ellis. Dante will go baseline Martin. Martin, 3-ball, wide open, takes it. Rattles out, won't go. Rebound corralled by the Seahawks. Ahead of the pack is Simmons. He'll lay it up, won't go. Rattles out, no good. Rebound, Daishan Woods. Back the other way comes Philip Martin. Operates in the half court. Heavy Huggins in the lane. Throws up the floater. Rattles out, but gets his own. The follow goes down for Avery Huggins. He has 20 points on the day. 73-68 is the Pitt Bulldog lead. On the other end, in the half court, Barrios Rivera. He'll work it around the wing, right wing. Controlling is the Seahawks. On the wing right side is Simmons. He'll go top shelf with the rock. Only 6 on the shot clock. The kick to Barrios Rivera. His 3. Front rim, no good. Rebound corralled by Jaquan Mosley. Back the other way. Mosley coast to coast to the cup.
Nice
blocked by Barrios Rivera. Stepping on the baseline. We're going to come back the other way with 6:54 remaining in the ball game. Pitt clings to the 5-point lead at 73-68.
Both teams turning it up here late, and you kind of have to. If you're Cecil, trailing virtually this entire ball game.
In the half court, Kevin Neal with the walk-up. He'll operate on the wing right side. Steps inside the arc to kick to Carter. He'll go up top with the pill. Luke Moore. Luke lays it up, won't go. Rebound corralled. Here comes the Bulldogs. On the run to the cup. Layup blocked by Zach Carter. Back the other way come the Seahawks. In the half court, Seahawks go to work. We get a whistle, and it looks like I'll get a foul. Yeah, this one's going to work against Daishan Smith. Picked up the personal. Stopping the clock with 6:28 remaining.
Looked like Smith signaled to be taken out. He's favoring that wrist,
Yeah, maybe being a little discomfort, and did ask Coach come out of the ball game. So Jeremy Daniel will step on the floor to replace him at the 6:28 mark.
Jeremy Daniel, the freshman guard from Warrenton, North Carolina.
Kevin Neal going to inbound for Cecil. Got plenty of time left, but got a 5-point deficit they're looking to erase. 6:28 remaining in the ball game. 73-68. The Pitt Community College Bulldogs with the lead over Cecil College. Here at CCBC Dundalk, it is Mixer Weekend.
Just think we got 4 more after this.
Yes, indeed. Just getting started.
There we go.
Just warming up the engine. And had a good start on this Sunday in game number 1 between Cecil in Pitt. Still anybody's ball game with 6:28 remaining in the ball game. Got some moisture on the floor and getting attended to before the inbound. We get back to the hardwood momentarily as these two teams, quite clearly, even though we're early in the season, they want to begin stacking wins, get into the habit of winning as you begin your respective seasons. An opportunity to test yourself against some teams outside of your conference, outside of your immediate radar screen. Get a chance to get a feel for what kind of basketball team you have in the early going.
Yeah, indeed. And the Lions coming up later today doing just that against Atlantis University. And then the next home game at the conclusion of this mixer, Saturday, November 12th, as Lewisburg College comes to Dundalk, 1 p.m. tip-off.
Coming to the den. Off the inbound, Simmons controls. He'll feed Kevin Neal. Neal on the bounce right hand. Neal to the rack. He'll lay it up. It drops for Kevin Neal. Athletic move by Neal. Cuts the gap to 3 at 73-70. On the other end, Bulldogs go to work. Dante Ellis runs the show. He's at the point. He'll give it up on the wing, left wing, for Carl Roberts. Up top with the rock for Jeremy Daniel. Daniel will swing it to Ellis. Dante, 10 to shoot. Penetration down the lane. Dante looks to finish. Shot blocked. Rebound Cecil. Right to left. Here come the Seahawks. Zach Carter. Transition triple. Back rim off target. No good. Rebound lost out of bounds. Actually saved inbounds.
Wow.
By the Bulldogs. Ahead of the pack is Ellis. Dante, alley-oop, lob. Thrown down by Avery Huggins. Elevates and terminates.
Was his head above the top of the backboard?
At least.
Oh, my gosh.
75-70 is the lead for Pitt. On the other end, down low is Vernon Simmons. He'll lay it up, won't go, but a whistle. Got to get a hack beneath the hole at the 5:11 mark. Opportunity for the Seahawks to do a little damage from the free throw line.
Probably a good idea to stop it there, too, if you're Cecil.
Vernon Simmons been a hard-working Seahawk. Leads all scores for Cecil, 22 points. He's at the free throw line. His team is down 5 at 75-70. Vernon makes the free throw. Got one more toss coming his way. Meanwhile, Jaquan Mosley out of the game. Xavion Atkinson in the game for the Bulldogs of Pitt. One more free throw. Vernon Simmons, a take and a make. 24-point Sunday for Simmons.
Back to three. Back to a three-point game.
75-72 is the Pitt Bulldog lead. Dante Ellis with the walk-up. Ellis will leave it on the wing for Carl Roberts. He's on the bounce right hand. Roberts, ball fake. Lays it up right hand. It goes. Hoop in the horn for Carl Roberts. That's his first bucket of the ball game, and he does it in exhilarating style. On his way to the free throw line, Roberts will look to complete the three-point play. Increases the margin to 77-72. We are inside of 5 minutes remaining in the contest.
And Cecil's sitting on 8 team fouls now.
Carl Roberts completes the three-point play. The lead a half a dozen at 78-72. Cecil needs to go to work. Kevin Neal going to walk it up. Does so uncontested. Met at half court by Dante Ellis. Gets it across the timeline to kick to Luke Moore. Loses the handle but retrieves. Up top for the Seahawks is Myron Bevins. Ball poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Seahawks. Not what you need when you're trying to bounce back a turnover. They do indeed turn it over. Going to be Bulldog basketball. Dante Ellis with the walk-up. Ellis operates in the half court. Ellis spin move in the paint. Feeds down low. The right-hand runner is sweet by Avery Huggins.
Starting to run away with it a little bit here.
22 points for Huggins. Down low, Luke Moore lays it up and in.
But not if Luke Moore has anything to do with it.
And Moore not done fighting as we got 4:15 left in this one. 6-point lead for Pitt. On the other end, Dante Ellis. Dante will pump the pill right hand. Ellis has it left of the lane, loses the rock. It goes out of bounds. Last touch, a Seahawk touch. Going to be Pitt possession. 15 to shoot, 4:06 remaining in the ball game.
And more of the same. Every time the Seahawks look like they're making a run for it. Pitt just shuts them down.
Off the entry, Huggins controls. He'll swing it around the perimeter for Dante Ellis. Ellis pumps the pill left hand to the cup, lays it up and in. What a pretty finish.
Oh, yeah.
By Dante Ellis. Extends the lead to 82-74. On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Going to get a bump, a whistle, going to get a hack. This one stops the clock at the 3:50 mark. Going to work against Philip Martin of Pitt. Picks up the personal. Seahawks get a chance to stop the clock. That's what you want to do when you're looking to bounce back. Try to score points without the clock running. And going to get a timeout. As looks like Seahawk head coach Ed Dorm wants to talk things over. Coach Dorm gets a timeout, pause and play.
Yeah, so they're going to reinforce that clock stoppage. Exactly right about. You got to hold on, dude. Don't put it up just yet. Let's just,
make sure.
Let's get on the same page here. Both teams are over there receiving some updated instructions, and this one's coming down to the wire.
Absolutely coming down to the wire. 3:50 left in this game, and we've reached the point where it's win the basketball game time. And so everybody needs to be on the same page, need to be executing and playing smart basketball. That may decide this thing here. Opening game of the day on this Sunday at the CCBC Dundalk Mixer. If you're wondering when the Dundalk Lions will be on the floor, got to wait just a little while.
Just a little while.
Just hold your horses. They're coming. It's going to be the last game of the day and tentatively scheduled for 7 o'clock, but we'll see how the games flow before then.
Yeah, we were hitting our times pretty good yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I was surprised because I looked at the schedule and I was like, "There's no way we're going to go 2 hours."
Right.
Not with basketball; it's so unpredictable, But we were hitting our times pretty good yesterday.
No overtime games. I'm assuming.
No overtime games, exactly.
3:50 remaining in this, the first game. Off timeout, we return to the hardwood, but back-to-back timeouts after Coach Dorm for Cecil called a timeout. Now, Coach Mullins, Derek Mullins of Pitt says, I think I'll do a timeout here myself. So we have back-to-back timeouts. Timeout by Cecil. When it expired, Pitt gets a timeout. So a pause in play as both teams want to make sure everybody is singing from the same hymnal going down the stretch.
And you got to think with Cecil, the players will probably be being reminded, hey, there's plenty of time here. You don't have to force the issue because it looked like they were starting to get a little sloppy there. With some of those just errant passes that would be routine, you'd think, and mishandling of the ball and all that stuff. So I think they're just receiving a reminder, like, hey, you got plenty of time. You don't have to force the issue.
Indeed, it's been a second half where the pace has slowed down just a little. At halftime, we were looking at maybe 100 points, maybe for both teams.
Yeah.
Been a little bit more physical in the second half. And some of the offensive players not necessarily having the free reign that they did in the first 20 minutes.
And then we had that stretch where it got a little bit sloppy, but, both teams able to rein it in slightly. But, yeah, we were on pace for, triple digits. But it's not looking that way right now. Unless, I don't know, we see a barrage of three-pointers,
Still got a little time left,
Yeah.
3:50 left. And after back-to-back timeouts, one by Cecil, the other by Pitt, now we're back to the hardwood. At the free throw line is Myron Bevins. Myron with an opportunity to help Cecil close the gap. Seahawks down 82-74 as Myron Bevins will toe the stripe for the Seahawks. Bivens looking for what would be his first points of this Sunday. Takes aim on toss number one. Slight knee bend. Myron makes the free throw.
Don't forget, everybody, the chat's still open, and hit that like and subscribe button here on YouTube so you can be notified anytime we go live on the air here all season long for CCBC Dundalk Lions basketball.
Myron Bevins, 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Hits them both, cuts the gap to a half a dozen. 82-76 is the Pitt Bulldog lead. In the half court, Philip Martin attacks baseline left. He'll feed, low block, ball poked away. It's lost but retrieved by Pitt Bulldogs. They reset the offense. Dante Ellis captains the ship from the top of the key, pumping the pill as he chills between the circles. Shot clock whittles down to 6. Ellis goes left wing with it. 4 to shoot, 3 to shoot, 2 to shoot. Ellis with the floater. 15-footer falls for Dante Ellis. drops the teardrop, extends the lead to 84-76.
Exactly what Pitt wanted. Kill a bunch of time and then turn it into points.
On the other end, Seahawks go to work. Zach Carter controls on the wing left side. Zach will give it up. Top shelf. 3 ball. Bivens rattles out, no good. Rebound Avery Huggins. Pitt, inside of 3 minutes, got an 8-point lead. Going to work clock every trip down. Dante Ellis runs the point. Operates on the wing left side. If you're the Seahawks, don't want to foul just yet. But if you're Pitt, they're going to waste clock every time down. Layup won't go. Rebound. Seahawks, they needed a stop. They got to stop. Bevins will feed. No look. Layup won't go, but a whistle going to get a foul. Vernon Simmons couldn't finish, but he earns a trip to the free throw line with 2:31 remaining in the ball game.
So on the other hand, Atkinson was looking for a foul right just before that exchange, and Cecil ends up with the foul there.
So Vernon Simmons, who has been the offensive force for the Seahawks with 24 points, but might not be enough as this team is down 84-76. He'll take and make the free throw. Got one more coming his way. 25-point Sunday for Vernon Simmons. One more toss. Vernon takes, Vernon makes both free throws. Cuts the gap, 84-78, 2:28 remaining in the ball game. Other end, Pitt. Again, going to work clock. Bulldogs control. Vernon Ellis runs the point. Or Dante Ellis runs the point. Ellis with the pump, right hand. He'll give it up. Philip Martin. 15 to shoot. 2:15 remaining in the ball game. The kick, right wing. Ellis. Dante gives it up. Top of the key for
5
Jeremy
seconds.
Daniel. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Jeremy for 3. Air ball rebounded by the Seahawks. Seahawks come back the other way. Got stopped, and they need a conversion. This end. Simmons goes baseline. Bivens with the 3 ball. Side of the rim, no good. Rebound. Pitt. Other end, Bulldogs. Layup, right hand, falls. Deuce drops for Atkinson. Extends the lead to 86-78. Minute 38 remaining in the ball game. Luke Moore with the layup on the other end. Knocks down the deuce, but it may be too little, too late for Cecil. Down 86-80. Minute 29 remaining. Other end, we get a trip, a whistle, a foul. Stopping the clock at the 1:26 mark. That's all that's left in this one. Pitt up as Luke Moore picks up the personal. That's the first on Luke. Will send the Bulldogs to the free throw line, an opportunity to extend their 86-80 lead.
Yeah, just 1:26 ago. You said that right. There just might not be enough time. 6 points, yeah, it's not a lot when it comes to basketball, but when you're Pitt and you're handling the ball as well as they do, you don't have to give the ball back to Cecil. You don't have to give them very many opportunities.
But Pitt misses the free throw. And that's what you want if you're Cecil. An opportunity to open the door with missed free throws. Vernon Simmons in the lane.
Wow.
Lays it up and in. Vernon Simmons with the hoop and the harm. Cuts the gap to 86-82. Simmons still working hard in the paint. He's back at the free throw line with 1:15 remaining in the game.
Just like that, he could turn it into a one-possession game right here.
28 points for Vernon Simmons. Takes aim on his free throw. Looks to complete the three-point play the old-school way. Takes it, makes it. 29-point Sunday for Simmons. Cuts the lead to 3. On the other end, Dante Ellis. Ellis goes low post. Layup, right hand is good. Jaquan Mosley with the kiss off glass. Extends the lead to 88-83. On the other end, Bivens goes up top. 3 on the way. Air ball. Not what the doctor ordered. As Vernon Simmons sized up to 3. Could not connect. It'll be Pitt possession.
Absolutely not what the doctor ordered. We had 50 seconds left. It's back to a 5-point game. We got a stoppage here.
Yeah, got timeout on the floor. 50.6 remaining in the contest. Pitt calling the timeout. Opportunity to reset things as looking to get out of Dundalk with a Sunday W. 50 seconds away from making it official. Still a little work to do, but up 5 at 88-83.
Yeah, despite what happens here, we still got 4 more games coming up. So next up, Community College of Philadelphia takes on our crosstown neighbors, CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. That's a tentative 1 o'clock tip-off. We'll see if we can get there. It's going to be close, and then followed by Bryant and Stratton versus College of Southern Maryland. Later today, we got Baltimore City Community College versus Lackawanna. And tonight's headliner main event, the CCBC Dundalk Lions take on Atlantis University. So the easiest way to follow us today is to hit this not just the subscribe button, but the notification bell as well, because with each game we're going to do a separate feed. So it's not just going to be on one feed today. It's going to be much like yesterday where we do a separate feed for each game. And the easiest way to get back to us at the conclusion of this one is hit the notification bell, and then it should automatically pop up in your YouTube. You hit that link, and we'll be right back with the next game. But hey, we still got 50 seconds in this one. It's a 5-point game. We're going right down to the wire.
Pitt Community College Bulldogs 88. Cecil College Seahawks 83. Pitt has a 5-point lead off the timeout. Pitt has possession of the basketball.
So Julian Martin in the chat says NC is the hoop state. I don't think you're going to find many arguments there. Someone in Indiana might beg to differ, but
yeah, they got a whole lot of hoops.
Oh yeah,
in Carolina, no question. Off the inbound, here comes Pitt. Carl Roberts misses the bunny. Tip no good. Rebound Seahawks. They need a conversion. Vernon Simmons attacks to the cup. Left-hand runner goes down. Vernon delivers 31 points for Vernon Simmons. Cuts the lead to 3 at 88-85. 30 seconds remaining in the game. This Seahawk team not quitting. Jimmy Flame.
Yeah, not an intentional foul there, though.
No.
I don't think he intended to foul him, especially with Moore's reaction after that. But needless to say, we're going to see some free throws here.
Dante Ellis will be at the free throw line. 1 possession game, but Dante could extend it to 2 possessions if he can connect from the stripe with 30.7 seconds remaining in the game. Dante Ellis toes the stripe. This will be his first free throws of the ball game. 8-point ball game for Dante Ellis. Zach Carter returns to the floor, replacing Luke Moore in that Cecil lineup. Ellis taking aim at a couple of free throws. Slight knee bend. Dante will take and make the first free throw. Ellis has one more. It's now a 2-possession lead for Pitt at 89-85. Second toss by Ellis. A take, a miss. Rebound Simmons. Outlet Neal. Neal has it across timeline on a bounce right hand. Kevin Neal attacks. He'll kick it out to Bivens. Bivens goes left wing for Simmons. Ball poked away. Simmons retrieves. 15 to shoot. Simmons steps back. The kick to Neal. Open for 3. Cannot connect. Put back, however, goes down. Marion Lewis with the big offensive rebound and put back to cut the gap to 89-87 with 9 seconds remaining in the game.
And I think you called it earlier. We're going right down to the wire.
Indeed.
Prophetic indeed. Less than 10 seconds ago, 2 points separate these teams, but Pitt's going to have possession when they come back. So we'll see what kind of defense Cecil. What do you think? Does Cecil come out and just foul him right away, or they try to go for it?
I think you have to extend the game. I
right.
think you do have to foul. But 9 seconds, possession is going to be at a premium. Hopeful you can coax a miss. I just don't think you can play around with the clock and let it whittle down much further with only 9.5 remaining. Obviously, you try to go for the steal, but if that doesn't happen, I think you do
immediately.
Yeah, because time is of the essence. You've crept to within a single possession. You need the basketball, though, if you're going to come all the way back. They've just been hanging around just on the periphery.
Right, exactly. And
all
what kind of
game long?
And think of the story that would create if Cecil manages to take it, right? The story is going to be they trailed, they never led until the last possession.
Yeah, they've been in the building.
And that's
hanging around.
Yeah, and that's that kind of adversity, like that sort of story, can potentially carry a team all season long.
Oh, absolutely. Philip Martin will inbound. They go man-to-man defensively, do the Seahawks. Off the entry, Dante Ellis controls. Ellis gets it in the front court. Carl Roberts controls, and they're not going to foul. They finally do foul. But, boy, I thought you probably needed to foul a lot earlier.
Yeah, a lot earlier. I think they tried to, but I think, like we were just saying, like they were trying for the steal first, and if that didn't work out, someone was supposed to come right behind. But, Pitt too quick, with the passing.
Great ball movement.
Exactly.
By Pitt. Roberts at the free throw line. If he can hit both of these, would put this bad boy on ice. Roberts takes, misses.
Oh, there's life. Cecil's got life.
Yeah, even if he makes it, there would only be down 3. So Roberts unable to close the coffin.
Only problem is Cecil's got no timeouts.
No timeouts. They got to do it in a hurry. A miss. They need a 3. They need it now.
Oh,
They
no.
turn it over. The buzzer. The ball game.
Well, they had a chance, and that's all you can really ask in a situation like that.
Had an opportunity, but that last possession, the pass was errant, goes out of bounds. So the Bulldogs of Pitt going to walk out of the gym with the win, 89-87. They hold off the Cecil Seahawks as Pitt Community College Bulldogs get the win in game number 1 on Mixer Sunday.
Just game number 1, right? What a way to start day 3 of the Mixer. Up next, we've got the Community College of Philadelphia taking on our crosstown neighbors, Catonsville. The Catonsville Cardinals coming here today. And what a way to start the final day of the Mixer with a tight game like that, all the way down to the wire. 89-87, Pitt walks out with the victory.
Man, I don't know if 4 more games my blood pressure can take it, man. But we got 4 more left today. That was a sweet one.
That's what water's for. Just keep drinking the water.
Open it up. But your final in game number 1 of 5. The Pitt Community College Bulldogs 89, Cecil College Seahawks 87. This is CCBC Dundalk Mixer Sunday.
And for Lamont, Germany, this is Jimmy Flame. I'm going to give everyone in the chat a couple moments to hit that notification button so you can join us again for the next game. We got CC Philadelphia taking on Catonsville next. You got about a minute to hit that notification button so you can be notified when we go back on the air. We're gonna end this broadcast and then come right back to you. So hopefully see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll be right back.